feel like you still have a choice.
It would be an extreme poverty indeed for our party, wouldn't it, if we only had two choices? So I'm here to personally assure you that you will have three choices on caucus night.
Martin O'Malley is this engaging, energetic candidate, very progressive, who seems to maintain the balance between serious policy geek and a guitar-playing Irish music folk singer. He's the sort of guy that if you called central casting and said, send me a candidate, they'd send over Martin O'Malley. I mean, he's good-looking, he's very telegenic, he always seems to have just the start of a smile on his face and kind of a twinkle in his eye. It just doesn't seem to be working for him. For some people, they look at him and they say, he looks like a guy who's playing the part of a guy who's running for president. He just hasn't been able to get any traction here in Iowa. His poll numbers are low and they don't seem to be moving much. 53-year-old former two-term governor of Maryland. He was seen as a real progressive there. He talks about his data-driven decision-making where they gathered all sorts of statistics on crime and social programs and then said, what's the best way to deal with this?
We drove down violent crime to 35-year lows, and get this, we also drove our incarceration rate down to 20-year lows.
He signed marriage equality laws, gun control.
And stand up and say no to the National Rifle Association and start saving lives.
Lowered the cost of education and says that he can do the same as president because he's already done this.
Look, there are three candidates in this race for the Democratic Party's nomination. Only one of us has 15 years of executive experience bringing people together to actually get things done.
He talks about taking down Wall Street, he talks about immigration reform, and he points out he signed a DREAM Act that allows the children of illegal immigrants to go to college here in this country. But he thinks if he does a solid showing here, it helps him in New Hampshire and maybe beyond New Hampshire, that he could, actually be a challenger to Hillary Clinton or Bernie Sanders. That seems to be a long shot. But on the other hand, people look at Martin O'Malley and it's hard to find anybody who doesn't like him, given his age. He's got another chance. He'll be 60 in 8 years. Otherwise, people see him as somebody who could be a cabinet official or some other high administration post.
I think Martin O'Malley might be interesting for a VP nomination for Democratic presidential race.
Overall, I guess people look at Martin O'Malley and really see him as an asset to the Democratic Party and hope they haven't heard the last of him.
It's not about the big banks. It's not about big money in our politics. It's about you.